Друзья, приветствую вас. Сейчас вы увидите интервью с действительно неординарным человеком. Я очень рад, что эта встреча состоялась, и мне удалось снять это интервью, потому что мне кажется, что на жизненных примерах таких людей мы можем понять некоторые, казалось бы, простые, но исключительно важные вещи в жизни. В общем, смотрите, надеюсь, вам понравится.
Chris, so what's your story? I remember you were telling me in Venice Beach, you went to jail, right?
Yeah, at a very young age, I got strung out on crystal meth. Started drinking at about 10, 11 years old, and by 12 I was already strung out on crystal meth. I got wrapped up in gang life and drugs, and I ended up spending about 10 years of my life in jail.
Where was that? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Pedro, California, a suburb of Los Angeles. And I got wrapped up in gangs, and I ended up doing a lot of robberies and a lot of just stupid things, man, really dumb things that had me so wrapped up in drugs that I just had a hard time getting away from.
When did you get in jail for the first time? How old were you?
11.
At 11?
Yeah.
And then you told me that you were like in and out all the time, right?
Yeah, once I went inside for the first time, I never made it more than 60 days out before I went back in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was really wrapped up, fucked up.
How was it there in terms of sports? And I mean, when did sports come into your life?
So I worked out a lot while in jail.
You did?
Right? Yeah, I worked out a lot, as in just body weight movements, you know, like push-ups, dips, and pull-ups. It was like a big thing to try to be strong, make sure to protect yourself from the bullshit that's in there. But I didn't find sports till a few years after I got out of prison. I got out of prison, and I vowed not to go back to prison for my mom. The entire time that I was fucking up on drugs and going in and out of prison, my mom never gave up on me. She would put me in jail. If I got high and if I was all messed up, she would put me there. She'd call the cops, she'd put me there. She didn't care. She wasn't putting up with no bullshit, you know? But then she'd come see me the next day and every weekend and tell me that she loved me and that she knew that there was something better for me, that if I would just work for it. So when I got out of prison, I vowed that I wasn't gonna go back, because I wanted to show her that I could change for her.
How old were you then?
I was 22. I finally vowed that I wasn't gonna go back, and I ended up getting a small little job.
At 22?
At 22, for the first time ever to have a job. I was washing dishes, just to show my mom that I could work and be a normal piece of society, you know?
Yeah.
And in 2012, I lost my mom to cancer.
How old are you right now?
I am 30 years old.
30, so that was 2012, that's 5 years ago. So 3 years after you got out of jail, huh? So at least she had some time to see that you straightened up.
Yeah, I gave her a few years of seeing her, being with her, and working, showing her that I could get away from the gangs and get away from the drugs. And then I didn't like my job. I pretty much hated my job.
Yeah.
It was, you know, and but I was working to show her that I could do it, that I could change. So when I lost her in 2012, it wasn't that I wanted to go back to drugs and go back to all the gang life and everything, but it was that I didn't care anymore.
I see what you're saying.
Like when she was around, I was like, I will never do it again. I'll never do it again. But then when she was gone, I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit what happens.
And what happened?
It's maybe about 6 months. 6 months, 8 months after she passed away, I was unraveling, just mentally. Like I said, I didn't care about anything. I had no drive. I had no ambition for nothing. And I went to the gym, not to get strong and not to get big or anything like that. I went to the gym to exhaust myself. Because
just
at night,
get it out of the system.
Yeah. Because at night I wouldn't sleep. I would just like dwell on how I didn't have her anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So I went to the gym to try to just exhaust my body so that it would turn off at night. And I saw a guy doing muscle up. First time I ever seen that in my life. I spent all this time in prison doing pull-ups and everything. Pull the bar all the way to my throat every time. I'm like, dude, I'm strong. I can fucking do 20. 25, like, I'm fucking strong.
Yeah.
But then I saw the guy do a muscle up all the way to his hip. I was like, the fuck? I didn't even know what it was. I was like, that blew me away, you know? Then the same guy did a 360 and cut the bar again. And I was like, well, I don't have no idea what this is. But I wanted to know more. And I'm like, coming from jail, like, I'm not the type of person just to like, hey, what's up? Teach, like, I don't dive into other people's business or anything like that, So I was lucky that one of the guys saw me watching them, like, what the fuck, And he invited me over. He's like, hey, come here, man, you want to try this? And I was like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Yeah. And he was like, dude, just come by, I'll show you what's up, So I was like, oh, dude, let me try. And I started to, I tried, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but they helped me. And I believe that my mom connected me with it, because I think that I believe that saw me falling apart and gave me something that I cared about again. Like, I was so passionate. I wanted to learn more about this. I wanted to be able to do this. And then luckily enough, like, meeting those guys, just random guys at the gym. Then I met Kenneth Galarzo, and he's the vice president of the WCO, the World Calisthenics Organization. He taught me how to progress, how to get stronger, and then he was the one that pushed me towards entering into a competition. And entering in that competition, I won, and I was already so drawn into the sport, but once I was handed a trophy coming out of prison, like, my entire life I had no education or no skills or anything like that, but then I was handed a trophy. Like, dude, a fucking trophy is a piece of plastic. It was a new beginning to my life. And now I've competed in Kazakhstan, I've competed in Moscow, I've been to Dubai, I've been going to Mexico, I've been traveling the world. I never thought I was gonna get out of my 6x9 fucking cell. But now I'm like flying and
all over the world, and people are taking pictures with you.
Yeah.
Chris, that's a great story. But tell me about the physical aspect. How heavy were you when you first came to the gym?
When I first came out of prison, I was maybe about 210.
210. Okay.
Yeah. For my height, I was.
Yeah, well, you're pretty bulky right now. I think you're the bulkiest street workout person I have ever seen.
I was 210 when I first got out of prison.
Okay.
And I wasn't working out at the time.
Yeah.
And to let you know, like, where my mental state was, right? I was about 210, 205, and when I lost my mom, I went down to like 145. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
I completely was just falling apart from the inside and out. And when I started to do my workout, when I found this and I got passionate about it, that's when everything changed for the better. I started to work out better. I started to eat better. I'm about 88 kilos right now.
There's even such a concept that street workout guys, they don't train legs because it makes it more difficult for them to do the upper body strength movements because it's just too heavy to lift those legs. But you do train legs.
I train legs all the time.
And you still do those amazing handstands and everything.
Gotta train
So what's your philosophy? What's your motto basically in training?
Become stronger, period. Doesn't matter what
everywhere, it doesn't matter where.
Everything. You can't build a house on sand. Can't build a house on sand, right? So like if you want all the upper body, like dude, you gotta carry yourself with your legs. So you gotta have legs. I mean, even though I wanna do a planche and I wanna do a flag, I don't only wanna do a flag. I want to do flips. I want to do, I want to fucking explode. I want to jump on things. I want to fucking be able to lift. I want to be able to squat a bench like you saw me do in Venice. I want to be able to do everything.
What's your immediate goal? What are you striving for right now? Is there any goal for the next few years?
Next few years, I'm trying to talk to the youth.
Okay.
I started going to jail, and I was really wrapped up in drugs at such a really young age. And like I told you, it was about 10 years that I continued to do all that stupid shit. And the reason why I continued for so long is because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I could change after doing it for so long. After 4 years of drug use, like how am I supposed to stop this? After 5 years and 6 years, and I'm like, dude, I didn't go to school. What am I gonna do? I might as well just fucking keep doing this shit because I don't have nothing else to do. But after 10 years, I finally saw that I could just stop. And even though I've went down this fucking dark path so far, I can still turn around and just walk right back out of it. As long as I was willing to actually put the effort in to do it. So that my goal now is to try to talk to kids, try to talk to anybody that'll listen to me, adults, anything. That with the right amount of effort put in, anything is possible. Anything.
Друзья, я надеюсь, вам понравилось это интервью. Также надеюсь, что оно было для вас мотивирующим. Я благодарен вам за внимание. Теперь небольшая новость для тех из вас, кто не является подписчиком моего канала о питании. На этом канале проходит проект, в рамках которого у вас есть возможность встретиться со мной и сразиться за призы. Призы денежные — это 100 тысяч рублей, и гриль, электрический гриль, на котором я готовлю большую часть блюд в рамках того блога, вы можете выиграть также. Значит, что вам для этого нужно? Вам не нужно быть профессиональным кулинаром, но вам нужно иметь рецепт блюда, которым вы сами пользуетесь, здорового и полезного блюда, естественно. И вам нужно иметь смелости достаточно, чтобы записать минутное видео с рассказом об этом блюде и выложить это описание у себя в Инстаграм. То есть вы поняли, вам не нужно готовить, вам нужно просто положить перед собой продукты и рассказать в течение минуты об этом блюде, почему оно интересное, вкусное, полезное, и выложить в Инстаграм с хэштегом, который вы сейчас видите на экране. В начале этого рассказа нужно сказать, что я снимаю это видео для участия в 3-м сезоне «Битвы на гриле». Вот и вся сложность. Это блюдо нужно быть в состоянии приготовить на раскаленной поверхности. Чем быстрее вы выложите это видео, тем выше вероятность, что вы попадете уже через неделю в обзор этих видео в следующем выпуске на канале о питании. Короче, друзья, я вас призываю к участию. За ваши видео потом будут голосовать, будут выбраны 6 лидеров по количеству голосов. Точнее даже так, сначала жюри, которое вхожу и я, выберет 15 наиболее интересных рецептов. Потом уже пройдет голосование в Инстаграм, где будут выбраны 6 финалистов. Если вы живете не в Москве, вам будет оплачен билет для того, чтобы приехать на финал. То есть, в общем, никаких расходов с вашей стороны, только главный расход — это решиться на запись минутного видео и выложить его у себя в Инстаграм. Вот и все. Так что, ребят, давайте, дерзайте, я жду ваших видео. Удачи, пока!